For those who will be renting a sailboat abroad and who plan to travel a long way, our DVD travel guide about sailing in Malta and Gozo may be your best advanced preparation. The Mediterranean is a fantastic place to sail. Here you can experience history, a variety of cultures, and beautiful islands, all within one geographic area. If only for the excellent local food and wine, the Med cannot be equaled as a sailing destination. Consider flying to a Mediterranean location where you can find and rent a properly equipped sailboat from a local charter company. Make sure you find a vessel that meets all your needs and expectations. Beginners can choose to rent a package which includes a skipper on board to take care of navigation and route planning. However, it is a bit more costly than just renting the boat alone. Malta is a major yachting center with a large marina at Masita. It's not hard to rent your own sailboat with or without a skipper in Malta. Before you travel, research some charter companies on the internet. However, you will have to pay a booking fee in advance that amounts to about 50% of the total price. This price varies depending on how many days you choose to rent a sailboat. We rented a Benetal 43 Cyclades, year model 2005, and went on board from Masita Marina, that lies on the eastern side of Valletta. Our skipper, Valdek, works for Nautica, a charter company established in Malta. Insurance is included in the price, but plan to pay out of pocket for fuel costs, docking fees, and food and beverages. The Benetal that we rented had 3 cabins with enough room for 6 people. Out on deck there was plenty of space to sit, and since the Med is nice and hot, plan to enjoy a nice meal on deck. Our boat came equipped with all the necessary items, including navigation equipment and radar, 3D charts, and sonar. There was also a dinghy with an outboard engine, which comes in handy if you check out some of the beautiful caves found around Malta and Gozo. You can choose your own route, and Malta offers many different options depending on weather and wind. You can go sailing during the daytime and stay in the Masita Marina at night, or go on a 2-day trip around Malta and Gozo. Why not extend it up to a week and visit marinas and other places of interest along the coast? Consider slipping across to Malta's third island, tiny Camino, and the clear, shallow waters of the Blue Lagoon. Here you can sample the delights of the underwater world through snorkeling. You can usually rent or buy snorkeling equipment from hotels or water sports centers in all the tourist areas. If you don't have a tight schedule, it is possible to sail all the way to Sicily. There are lots of options in Malta. You can sail around the island, take part in different excursions, or just soak up the local atmosphere. Since the island is in the heart of the Mediterranean, winds start up out of nowhere. Thankfully, there are many sheltered harbors all around Malta. Often, the winds seem to blow up during the day when the temperature rises, then settle down in the evening when the sun goes down. There are plenty of islands all over the Med, so it's easy to take a break to avoid bad weather. A good rule of thumb is to always take your time while sailing. And if you're planning to go further out to sea, it's good to be prepared by listening to the weather forecast in advance. The waters off Malta are very deep, and you don't need to worry about underwater reefs, so it's safe to sail, even close to shore. You just need to keep an eye on the sonar and the 3D chart to avoid getting too close. The best time to go sailing around Malta and Gozo is when the weather is hot and steady, and that is from April to October. However, our skipper Valdek says that wintertime in Malta is mild, and he recommends the sailing even during the off-season. The sailboat we rented seemed steady both by sail and by engine, and according to Valdek, has performed well in rough weather. If you choose to go sailing and at some point want to use the engine, it's no problem, since the 35 horsepower diesel engine is fairly fuel efficient.
My name is Valdek. My nickname is Val, because Valdek was so difficult for some of my Maltese friends. I am skipper in the charter boats, sailing boats and cabin cruisers. I am sailing around Malta and around Mediterranean, because this is a very, very beautiful place, very beautiful bays, very beautiful caves, especially here at Comino, where we are now. A lot of fishes, beautiful water, and just sails and sea. This is the most important thing. And in this case, I love sailing and I love work with sailing boats.
The last Hollywood version, yes, with Jimmy Caviezel and Orlando Bloom, yeah, was made here.
So, now it's your turn to sail Malta. You just have to determine the length of your stay and then ask for information and prices from the local charter companies that operate in Malta. Now that you're well prepared by watching this DVD, may your Maltese sailing adventure be your greatest ever.